Hi, my name's Lydia and I've been asked to share a little bit about what lockdown has been like for me as a student. Lockdown meant that I had to finish my final teaching practice a week early and move home entirely 3 months earlier than expected. I then had to complete my final assignments from home with the support of virtual seminars, whilst also moving through the process of finding a job for September. It's not surprising that I felt quite unsettled at this time, with no clear view of what the future looked like for me and a lack of closure from my time at university. Questions were constantly running through my mind. Am I ready to be a teacher? Am I prepared to teach in these new and unusual circumstances? How am I going to find a job when schools are mostly closed? Despite having these worries, I trusted that God was in control, that He would put me exactly where He wanted me to be, equipping me with the skills to do whatever He had planned for me to do. And not only did God give me comfort and reassurance through things that I read in His Word and through the words of friends and family, but He also provided me with a job, allowing me to feel assured that in the video call interview that this was where He wanted me to be. I've recognised that despite the difficulties of lockdown, God has still been blessing me in so many ways, through the sustained health of my friends and family, through the ability to FaceTime those I'm close to, and in the additional time I've had to read and delve into God's words. I've recently been looking through the book of Deuteronomy, and I've been grateful for not having to rush my quiet times and to really understand this Old Testament book, especially when it has proposed some interesting and seemingly controversial ideas. As I've explored this book, I've been reminded that just as the Israelites had a great inheritance to look forward to as they journeyed to the Promised Land, we also have a great inheritance promised to us. And just as God had promised to be with His people and give them the strength to take possession of the land He had given them, we have the same faithful God who has promised never to leave us or forsake us, and to strengthen us as we strive to live for Him. I know that no matter what, I have a place in God's eternal kingdom by God's grace, and I have a God who loves me and is with me, strengthening me by His Holy Spirit. God is faithful when I forget His authority. God is faithful when I forget His promises, and God is faithful when I forget Christ's sacrifice. I pray that God will remind me of these things day by day, and that He will help me to keep my eyes fixed on Him and His faithfulness. Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 3 and 4 say this: I will proclaim the name of the Lord. O praise the greatness of our God. He is the rock, His works are perfect, and all His ways are just. A faithful God who does no wrong, upright and just is He.